Storm Tracker rates Weather University on WRIC Now is sponsored by Blank & Marcus, attorneys at law, nice guys working to make a difference.
Hello, everyone. It's time for Weather University. I'm Storm Tracker 8 meteorologist Matt DiNardo, and you should know by now, I always bring in my friend, my colleague, and the master of Chattelate Weather. That's a joke from behind the scenes, folks. Jacqueline Waters.
That is our joke. It is a good joke that we use almost every day.
So, all right, you know what? Let's let people in on the joke. First of all, Jacqueline, you've been here well over a year. I love having you. I love working with you. You know that. So, for those that don't know, we have a weather system called Barron. And
Yes.
Jackie came from the company Barron that made that system and was a behind-the-scenes trainer, customer service. So, your knowledge of the system is
Yes.
really unparalleled.
Thank you. Wow, look at all these compliments.
To be honest.
But our joke is, you're going?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we make graphics all the time behind
All
the
the
scenes, and we always disagree on a lot of things. What looks best or who's better at it. I have different ways of doing things, and you have different ways of doing things. And then when I do it a certain way, you're like, you just took the long way. I'm like, no, this is the better way. And that's, I don't know, that's kind of where it came from.
It really comes from that. And what'll happen is, like, Jackie has some specialties in certain areas of the system. My specialty is in the 3D graphics, which she truly just hates. She hates the 3D world. And so the joke is, all right, you're the master. No matter what, you're just the master.
And we both presented at the conference, the Barron conference,
did.
too,
We
on
did.
different things. We do have different specialties.
We
but
do, for sure. Anyway, it's very fun. Anyway,
Yes.
Jacqueline, thanks for joining me, as always. This is going to be a
Thanks for
fun
having
segment.
me.
So today's Veterans Day, and you had the idea to talk about some Veterans Day fun facts with weather. So without further ado, let's bring up some interesting stuff here. And I have no idea why that's not on the right graphic, Jacqueline.
I think it's because it has links 3 on the input.
Because we have to do a little weather one and take, and maybe we get it. Nope. Let's see here. Oh boy, I think we're in trouble here. Oh boy.
Because I'm the master, everyone.
I'm not sure you're the master right now. Let's see.
The master would have checked. The story says.
Let's see. There we go. Okay. So
Wait, go back one, because
Yeah,
we
went
started
back
with
one.
warmest.
Yes, warmest veteran days. Here we go. Interesting list here for sure.
Yes. And for those that don't remember, we made the top 5 warmest Halloweens on record, which was the last holiday. And, I mean, this is the top 10 warmest Veterans Day in Richmond on record. And I think we're going to make the list again.
So we're looking at 76 for the high today. So we should end up, tied number 8 there,
Yes.
which is pretty awesome, right? And you can see in the past couple of years, 2020 and 2022, we've been rather warm on Veterans Day. I think it was actually 22. We had the remnants of a tropical system come over us, and we actually had tornadic weather here. So, kind of interesting stuff there.
I mean, and even 80 degrees. I mean, we're not
That's
going to be too shy of that today.
No, amazing stuff, yeah. But it's been more. Last week, you were off. You were out enjoying it. 85 we hit for a record.
Yes.
Yeah, so pretty quiet stuff. All right, so then we go to the coldest. So the coldest daytime highs. And there's been some chilly Veterans Days.
Yes. And I mean, our overnight low is not even going to drop to these are high temperatures. So now coming in at number 1, 36 degrees. That's that high temperature in the afternoon usually. And also in 1987, which was the coldest year for Veterans Day, we saw 4.5 inches of snow.
And we saw that fact, and we're like, we need to
Crazy.
double and triple check this thing because, I mean, that's an incredible amount of snow at any time in Virginia, let alone happening in 1987 on November 11th. I mean, that's
Yes.
just super early.
And it's also interesting because when I was looking up all the statistics for Veterans Day in Richmond, that was actually the only year we've seen any snow on Veterans Day. And it was a lot of snow, 4.5 inches. So
Yeah, we are getting some people kind of chiming in here. Let's see if I can get some of these messages up here. I'm not sure if I can. I never know how this works here. That's all right. No big deal. Of course, I still don't know what I'm doing here. Good morning from Keisha Gary. Will we get snow anytime soon? She would really love a white Christmas.
I would too.
Yeah, I don't know that's going to happen, Keisha. It's, we're going into a different weather pattern where it looks like the winter season is going to be warmer than normal and possibly a touch drier than normal. So this is going to be something we're going to have to watch and see. So I'm not sure that's going to happen here. Tamia, of course, checking in from Caroline County, just saying good morning, Jackie and Matt. So good to see Tamia out there as well. So that's just some of the comments that are quickly coming in now. Just looking to see if there was any more at this point. I don't see any. In the meantime, let's continue on here. So we talked about the fact that we might get to that top 10. The sunshine is breaking out. We got beautiful weather right now, and it's only going to get better today, Jackie.
And, I mean, we have the winds out of the west-southwest, bringing in some of that warmer air. So mid-70s, I mean, can't complain there.
No, you cannot. And even this evening looks pretty good as well. Overnight tonight, we are going to be talking about temperatures dropping back about 45 to 50. So it'll be coolish, but not anything super bad. We have been rather warm for the beginning of November, as you mentioned, with finally some near normal weather happening both Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, not one single day. I know we're only November 11th, but not one single day in November have we had any below average days. And I believe it was also Wednesday, if you remember, we tied the record.
We did,
yeah.
yes.
So Wednesday we tied.
Yep.
Thursday we beat it.
Just incredible. Yeah, for sure. And the trend, as you mentioned there, you said below normal. There are some days that are going to get a little below normal. So first of all, the average high for this time of year is 62. And you see by next Monday, it goes down to about 59. So we start to trend downward, as you would expect, right? We're going into winter. But you look at that high Wednesday, 56, and Thursday, 58. So we're going to see a daytime high that'll be below normal. But really, I mean, kind of close. Maybe especially Thursday, more seasonable than cooler. But yeah, I mean, look, we really have anything. And then we start to rebound. And look at that, by next Monday, we're 10 degrees above normal again.
Yeah. Do you think we'll have any more 80s? I keep thinking we're done.
No, I don't think that we are done. I think that we could, squeak out an 80 here or there. It's not out of the realm of possibility. The problem is, I mean, when we now start talking about, 80, I think the record high for today is actually 80. So when you start to get into the upper 70s to near 80 now, you are looking at, record high conditions. So, it's possible that we could pop an 80 here or there. But yeah, interesting stuff.
Last year also, this was my trivia question yesterday. Last year on Veterans Day, we reached our high temperature was 61. So seasonable.
Seasonable day, yeah. And again, that's where we should be, right? I'm going to talk about, so we talk about the trend here. You notice that high for Wednesday only being 56. That morning is going to start off a little chilly. In fact, we're looking at an overnight low in Richmond about 35, and we could be looking at some frosty conditions from Fredericksburg to Louisa, Culpeper, even up to Orange, Lynchburg, Farmville. You see 32, even some upper 20s. Now, I know we've already had some frost in some areas, but we'll get it again. We really haven't had, unless I'm wrong, Jackie, because I was away fishing and then I had my dad passing away, but I don't remember that we've had any really ice cold mornings yet.
There was one morning when you were gone that it was like the northwestern counties, Louisa, Culpeper, dropped to the, I think, upper 20s to low 30s, and also Tappahannock, I know, has reached freezing.
But most of Central Virginia really hasn't. Yeah.
No. I mean, we got close to freezing, but
right.
Yeah.
But so, and typically by this point, we have already had a couple of days in the 20s. So just again, showing you that we are running so far above normal, not just in those daytime highs, but even in the overnight lows as well. So yeah, something for sure pretty interesting. Oh, Jackie, the tropics aren't done yet.
Yes. I mean, we know the hurricane season goes all the way through the end of November.
Right.
And we could even have storms after that, but Raphael's basically done.
Yeah.
We were talking about that a lot last week, and we're watching this area now. And this is the only area that the NHC, National Hurricane Center, is watching, and it has a 40% chance of developing. So that's at that medium chance. Nothing to get worried about just yet, but something we're watching.
Something we're watching. Another question from Keisha Gary asks, hey, Matt, kind of personal question.
I saw that.
Are you getting sick or over a sickness? Something with your voice that's not normal.
He lost
it. Keisha, let me tell you a story. I was at an event Friday night late, no big deal. I get no sleep the way it is. Saturday morning was the Alzheimer's walk. And when you talk about a guy that is an absolute cheerleader, you're looking at me. I was out there pumping up the crowd, screaming at the top of my lungs. So I destroyed my voice on Saturday. And then yesterday, my daughter and I went to the Steelers game, against the Washington Commanders. And being diehard Steelers fans that we are, I want to make sure that they can hear me across the stadium in the upper levels. So I destroyed my voice there. So, Keisha, it's going to take about 3 or 4 days and a lot of hot tea and honey to get my voice back. So we got a little raspy voice going on now. Kind of like, I'm like an old DJ or something at this point. Yeah, so that's
Old
what's going
DJ.
on. So it's a great question. It's just me being 53 and not realizing that my voice can't handle this stuff anymore.
Matt's birthday's this week too, by the way.
Yeah,
everyone.
I will be turning 53.
I'm gonna make him a really cool cake.
Yeah. Thanks, Jackie. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that. All right, 8-day forecast. Here we go. It is Veterans Day, as we mentioned, and 76 should crack into the top 10 of warmest veteran days. Tomorrow, looking at 63. We're going to be about 56 on Wednesday. Thursday, our next chance of showers. By the way, we didn't even talk about this, but last night we picked up for some areas well over an inch of rain. It was great stuff, Jackie.
Yeah, I opened the windows. I slept like a baby last night. It was nice to see the rain. We saw some, I think it was like a 100th of an inch or 10th of an inch.
Right,
100th of an inch Thursday, but October only 2 days we saw any rain, so
Right.
we needed it.
And that one before that was October 15th, I think you said.
And then
right?
before that was October 1st.
I mean, that's incredible, right? So
Yeah.
we've been so this helped out. Now we could use some more rain. The system on Thursday looks fairly weak, so really spotty showers, probably a 10th of an inch or less. Friday we break back out to 60 degrees, and then we get back into the 60s for Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, not too bad.
Not bad though. And again, there's that top warmest Veterans Day, by the way, I should say.
And thank you to all those who have served and also are currently
Yes,
serving.
all the people in our armed forces. Jackie, anything else you want to add this afternoon or this morning, whatever time it's 10:57?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, hey, coming up today on 8 News at noon, we have our
Yes.
Veterans Day special, Veterans Voices. So please tune in for that. And just a shameless plug here. If you want to know more about Project Healing Waters, that is a national organization. There are two of my Off the Hooks with Matty D's. You can find them on our website. One dealing with Project Healing Waters, the Richmond chapter, run by Tony Escalona, and the other one, Project Healing Waters, Veteran Stories in Their Own Voices. It's a book by Bo Beasley. Today's a great day to check those both out. And again, if you're a veteran and you have served, not only do we thank you, but we truly appreciate your service and your family's commitment as well.
Yes.
All right. With that, we're going to say have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next week for Weather University.